What it do, niggas? That's probably the end of the monetization of this stream. Alright, so goddamn. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to this live stream. Hassan's buddy from last year, the Houthi who Hassan swears to God is not a Houthi. Tim Houthi's on Twitch now. Now, he's not a partner. He's not endorsed. They have not acknowledged his existence. He's kind of like Kai Cenat like a year ago. Like, we know you're here, but But I don't even know if I would say, is the proper description of this because, chat, I'm gonna keep it a stack with y'all. I'm gonna keep it 100 with y'all. Lil bro is on Twitch. The little is on Twitch, bro. Look at this little. Look at him. Same picture, you know what I'm saying? Looking, trying to, terrorist trap all the terrorist hoes, you know what I'm saying? Thirst trap the terror hoes. I get it, you know what I'm saying? If I was a terrorist type, I would, you got to get a compatible shorty. You can't get a shorty that's anti-terror. You feel me? So, this dude was playing PUBG. I ain't gonna lie, this woman's dress is not appropriate for someone of his ideological background. She needs to cover up. I don't know if there's any, halal, skins available, but that's not one of them. You know what I'm saying? Twitch is kind of, I'm not sure, what do they even do in this situation, y'all? Because to be honest, I'm not gonna lie, this Timothy is a dumbass. Bro. Hassan swears to God he knows nothing about this kid. Swears to God he does not know anything about him. He's got nothing to do with him. In the wake of the controversy, this guy decides, you know what it's time for me to do? It's time for me to make a Twitch account. It's time for me to reaffirm the theories in everyone's minds that Twitch is anti-Semitic. Now, homeboy's got some decent streams. You know what I'm saying? Is he good at the game? Let's see if he's good at the game. Okay, he's doing his little thing, What kind of firearm does he have? He got a SCAR. I don't think the Houthis have that. They haven't unlocked that level yet. Oh, he's got an AK. This is accurate to his probably real life loadout. Okay. This look like something he would use. I don't know about the helmet and shit. The backpack, I don't know if that's realistic. The AK is on point though. Very, 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 very historically accurate. Very realistic. Okay. You got to drink up, you know what I'm saying? That stuff really should be going to the Yemeni people who are starving, but, drink up, though. This is that Anne Frank gameplay. That's what Anne Frank would have done right there. Lay him down, you know what I'm saying? He's got some guy, he got good aim, though. Little nigga got good aim, though. Real shit, though. Okay, drop some smoke. Tactical Houthi, you feel me? I don't know if, I'm pretty sure he's got ships to be, taking over and people to be kidnapping. I don't know if he's that paycheck is real. You know what I'm saying? He needed to be kidnapping people and taking over ships to pay for them PUBG, them little PUBG, you know what I'm saying? They be selling you the little packs with the weapons and shit. Yeah, bro, what's that shit? The microtransactions? Yeah, he really needed to go back to doing what he was doing before. Put in that work. Get that. To be fair, though, he probably was putting in work for the last year, though. Saved up money after kidnapping folk and taking over ships, and now he got the little PUBG gameplay. You feel me? He's actually good, though. Chat, this guy's actually good. He's a genuine terrorist, but he's actually good. In all seriousness, though, bro, Twitch is a joke. This has been on. Okay, I found about this through what's his name? Dan, Destiny's homeboy, Dan. Today brought to everyone's attention. I don't know how this caught this. Chat. Dan is ready to crash out. Dan has been, for the last day and 2-3 days, this has been consistently on Dan Clancy's ass nonstop. This Dan Saltman, I gotta hand it to him, bro. Dan has been nonstop. Like, bro, tell me why when I get on Twitter, bro, and I scroll, I see, I don't know how he found this shit out. Dan says, yo, DJ Clancy, which is Dan Clancy, tune in. Your favorite Houthi went live on Twitch. LMAOO. Now, at first, I'm like, bro, this, I know he's not talking about what I think he's talking about. That can't possibly be true. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, bro, ain't no way the Houthi kid is on Twitch gaming. That's not possible. There's no way. I don't believe this. It's not conceivable. Not believable. I was wrong. Chat, I was wrong. The little boy is on Twitch now. Dan also goes on to say, don't forget to subscribe. And Twitch Prime. Hey, Dan, maybe you and him can do a stream together party. It's crazy how Ray got banned. I can't remember what Ray got banned for. Ray got banned, and an actual terrorist is like on Twitch. And you know what's crazy? Is like niggas have been caught for less and quicker for like bro, it don't take this long to get banned. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't take that long. Like, I've seen niggas get banned for less and far quicker. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it don't take this long for Twitch to be like, oh, actual terrorists on our fucking platform. Probably shouldn't let that happen. He's just chilling, bro. I literally watched him live 4 hours. I literally sat down for like 15 to 20 seconds and watched him game, bro. He was playing Nasheeds, and I ain't gonna lie. Nasheeds, they go hard. I'm sorry, chat, but like I gotta admit, Nasheeds are one of my. I don't even listen to Nasheeds, but whenever I hear them, I'm like, this is one of my favorite genres of music. Like crazy music. This shit is hard. But this little nigga, bro, like he's on stream just gaming, brazenly just gaming, and I'm like, okay, like this can't possibly last long. To be fair to Twitch, it's been y'all have had 5 hours to figure out what to do with him. Me personally, I wouldn't let this shit happen to me. I would have banned the nigga. I would have banned him. If my bruh, if he came on my streaming platform, I would have banned him, bro. It wouldn't have took 5 hours for me to figure out, like, have we consulted Hassan yet to figure out what to do? Let me tell you what Twitch is probably trying to do. And I ain't gonna lie. Salute to Twitch for this because this is smart. Twitch is probably thinking, man, like, them niggas really low-key got us in a bad spot. But if we can just say nothing and not feed any attention, feed into any of this, not give it any attention for like a good week, we should be straight. We should be straight. The problem is, this little nigga done put Twitch in a bad spot. See, Twitch low-key was about to really get out of this. Then he makes an account and starts, like, live streaming. Twitch was almost in the clear, bro. I ain't gonna lie. If I'm Dan Clancy, I'm low-key mad at this little nigga. Because it's like, this Tim Houthi, bro, Twitch could have, like, bro, not gonna lie. If Twitch just didn't respond for a week, this would have actually, like, worked. Here's the problem, though. Here's the problem, chat. Chat, are you with me on this? Chat. Fuck with a nigga, you know what I'm saying? Like, here's the problem. If Twitch bans him, it's like, oh, shit. The fucking Houthi kid felt so comfortable, he went on Twitch. Now, this is the only scenario where Twitch looks somewhat good. This is the only scenario in which Twitch can gain some kind of ground back and be like, no, we don't. We don't support this. If Twitch doesn't get rid of this little nigga, by Monday, it's going to be abundantly clear there's a problem at Twitch. This is not normal, chat. This is not normal, chat. Okay? This isn't normal. Most companies don't entertain stuff like this. And let me tell you something about Twitch. Twitch is a very arrogant company. Remember like a year and a half ago when they banned Destiny, Sneeko, Aiden, Jadeon, and Bryce? They banned somebody else, bro. Can't remember who, but they banned like the biggest streamers of 2022-2023. Kick comes along, Rumble comes along and says, come here, we'll give you a deal. Bro, Twitch barely survived that. Bro, Twitch barely survived that. Barely. Now a terrorist has set up shop on Twitch comfortably. Feet kicked up and everybody. This nigga done set up like he run. This nigga just sitting there like, yup, like, just terrorists, bro. Like, bro, the terrorist done pulled up and said, hey, shit, I do what I want. The terrorist done pulled up, put his feet up and said, you feel me, bro? Like, this is crazy. If Twitch does not ban this nigga, give it like 2 to 3 days, this could become an actual national like story. Because at this point, it's abundantly clear to me that there is a problem on Twitch. There's no way Dan Clancy is not seeing Dan Saltman fucking spamming, like, pressing A on the fucking controller, like, bro, this nigga, bro, I literally look at my Twitter, like, 9 tweets in the last 3 hours from Dan Saltman, almost all of my Dan Clancy. Bro, Twitch has to know about this. Twitch has to know. And they've done nothing about it. Which begs the question, what the fuck is going on? Has Iran compromised Twitch? That's the only, all I can think of is that Iranian money is flowing into Twitch. This can't be purely ideological. If it is, that's cute. I'm hoping tactical, grown nigga decisions are being made here. But chat, if they're doing this shit for free, that's crazy. Let's see some more gameplay from Big Houthi. Let's see what he got. Okay, I ain't gonna lie, he's doing really good though. Hey, that's that. Hey, he might actually be, if he's, hey, look, Twitch might keep him around. He seems half decent at PUBG. Herein lies the problem with this situation. Let's learn about the Houthis. Let's learn about the Houthis today. What is their mission statement? You know, like when you sign up to be a Houthi, when you put in your job application, you know, when you put in your job application to be a Houthi and you do your little interview and they ask you about how many Jews you killed or how many, you know, how much you hate the Jews, and you fill out the application and you put on your best, you know, suit and black mask, black clothing, maybe even a little AK just to let them know you on business for real. When you really is about that life, bro, there has to be a mission statement. What do the Houthis really live by? Okay, Houthi motto. What is their motto? Okay, what do they stand for? Okay, Houthi slogan. What's their slogan? Ansar Allah. Okay? Slogan of the Houthi movement. Look, say what y'all will. They're nasheeds. Most of these niggas got great nasheeds. Nasheeds are just a good genre in general. Crazy motivation. But, you know, let's see. So, the Houthis, this is their mission statement. When you become employed, this is probably the, you know, the little paper they give you. Nice Christmas colors, by the way. Very friendly and Western friendly. Houthi movement, Ansar Allah. God is the greatest. Not bad. Okay. Agreed, you know. Death to America. I ain't gonna lie. We tripping right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't agree with this. Death to Israel. We wildin' right now. We wildin', chat. Curse be upon the Jews. Now we're racist. Oh shit, now we're racist. We have a proud member of a racist terror organization on Twitch. And I ain't gonna lie, the Houthis are low-key smart. They put the 2 normal parts of their motto in green. Like, this is the kind of acceptable part. And then all the crazy shit is in red. This is what's on Twitch. I know we're joking and laughing and blah, 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 but let's be serious. This is what's on Twitch. Normally, you shouldn't have to ask a company, hey, can you stop terrorist propaganda for being propagated on your platform? Normally, you don't have to go on live at 10 at night yelling and hooping and hollering about a terrorist being on Twitch. calmly, just chilling on Twitch with nobody being like, oh, something's weird about this. Something's odd about this. So, nice color scheme, decent. So, God is the greatest, death to America, death to Israel, curse be upon the Jews. Now, this is really the craziest part, right? Because this is just racial hatred. Twitch allowed Hassan Piker to bring this little nigga onto his stream. Hassan literally acknowledges the fact that Tim Houthi is a Houthi. 9-10 months later, Hassan then denies that he was ever a Houthi. Swears to God he was not a Houthi. Swears. Hassan's whole chat swears. Chat, let's have a conversation about this thing called narrative capture. Right? I don't know if narrative capture is a term yet, but we're going to coin the term here today on this stream. And don't let anybody steal it from me. If you ever hear somebody else say narrative capture, I want y'all to just flood the comment section and say, Rashad made that. Be obnoxious. Narrative capture is when people embrace a narrative that isn't true, that is usually emotionally charged. No matter what information you provide to them to prove it is false, they refuse to ever accept reality. Never accept reality. These people are damn near just like MAGA. Just like MAGA. Houthis aid to Yemen. Uh-oh. Hey, chat, this is crazy. So, the Houthis are infamous, well known for a specific kind of behavior. The Houthis are the type of niggas in school who come up to you like, bro, can I get some chips, bro? You over there eating your chips. Bro, let me get some, bro. And before you know it, they done snatch the chips out your hand, now they eating your chips. What do I mean by that? Yemen, Houthis obstructing aid, exacerbating cholera. Now, let me tell you something. Hassan fans swear to God that the Houthis are victims and they're resistance fighters. But the reality is these niggas be stealing food. Bro, authorities across Yemen should strengthen preventative measures against cholera. The Houthis obstructing aid. So the Houthis not only obstruct aid by going into the Red Sea and blocking up ships, making it harder for aid to get to literal impoverished peoples in East Africa and North Africa in the Middle East. The Houthis block aid not just for other people in other countries, but also their own people. Somebody in chat said just like Anne Frank. Yes, everybody knows Anne Frank was the type to literally grab an AK-47. I don't even know if that model of rifle existed back then. Grab whatever they had back then. Grab the burner. Grab the glizzy. Not the glizzy, but the glizzy. Grab the glizzy. Hop on a ship. Masked up. Do the Houthis have night vision goggles? I think they might. But they have helicopters. Anne Frank come down from the helicopter, rifle up, night vision type shit. You feel me? That's what she would have did. I'm not the one to say that's Hassan. Houthis are obstructing aid work and access to information, exacerbating a deadly cholera outbreak spreading across the country. The cholera outbreak will continue to take lives so long as Yemeni authorities obstruct aid and authorities and the international community fail to adequately invest in prevention and mitigation measures, meaning killing them. The international community is not killing enough Houthis. Therefore, they're acting up. And Frank she was really like that for real. That's the problem. Y'all don't understand y'all history. You feel me? You better be careful. Hassan is going to get FD signifier on you. I mean, look, bro, look, I fuck with FD signifier, but I don't think FD signifier is going to get his hands dirty with this bullshit. Hassan knew what he was fucking doing bringing the terrorists onto his show. The fuck? Bro, when I see niggas sit there and defend Hassan, I'm like, don't even waste your time. He did this shit. Nobody else is doing this shit but him, by the way. Everybody else in the industry, everyone else in the industry has managed to not bring terrorists on stream. Swear to God. He's the only nigga that just, in his mind, he said, Nobody else. If FD signifier does hop off the porch for Hassan? Okay, you know what I'm saying? We'll deal with that. You know what I'm saying? We'll discuss that. But I highly, highly, highly doubt that FD Signifier is about to sit here and dirty his hands with trying to sort out the Hassan Houthi business. He could, he might, and it's his right to, his freedom to, but like, I would encourage, other people in the space, don't even waste your time. Like, Hassan knows what he's doing. He made a choice. You can be pro-Palestine without saying, yeah, the Houthis have the right to kidnap random people and lock them away for a year and refuse to return them. Japanese citizens, I believe, was it Vietnamese or citizens of, like, bro, they got everyone's citizens locked up right now. They literally have kidnapped people and refused to return them. So, I would hope that nobody would dirty their hands with this Hassan business. He chose to do this, and it's crazy how, like, now Hassan is like, why do I have to sit here and explain away the tweets of a 19-year-old kid? My ninja, you brought him on your stream and literally endorsed not only him, but the Houthis as a group. You guys are doing what Luffy would do after bonding with him over One Piece. Bro, that was you. Like, how you about to, bro, you brought a terrorist on stream. You didn't press him. You didn't say, hey, man, like, you should really stop taking over those ships. Like, you might get killed. Like, you could kill someone. You could hurt someone. You could cause harm to people in the region. You didn't do that. You sat there and said, yay. And then, like, a year later, now all of a sudden it's, why do I have to explain this? I hate you people. Y'all, they punked Asmongold. They punked him. Asmongold sat there and said some reprehensible shit. I don't care if they're being genocided. They have an inferior backwards culture. They believe in genocide, so why should I care if they're being genocided? He said some wild shit. Twitch miscalculated. Hassan miscalculated. See, Asmongold said what he said, and chat, I literally sat there, bro. I was watching other creators in the space react to it, and I'm like, bro, all Twitch has to do is not ban Asmongold, and they can get away with this one. As long as they don't ban him, they won't be negatively affected by this. If they ban him, there's going to be a fallout. Because I already knew that Hassan had made the same argument for China conquering Tibet. Don't mind the water bottles. China invading and conquering Tibet. But I also knew Hassan had some pro-terrorist statements he'd made before. So I was like, all Twitch has to do is just ignore the Asmongold thing, let Hassan handle it, and this won't turn into a problem. These niggas swung their dicks, pause, and just banned him. And I was like, bro, these niggas are rookie mistake. Why would you ban him? After all the shit Frogan done said, all the shit Hassan's community does, all the shit Hassan has said, y'all don't have the fucking leverage to sit there and ban Asmongold. Are you stupid? Are you dumb? So, of course, it falls out. But this turn of events is beyond my comprehension. The little nigga's streaming on Twitch now. Yet to be banned. Let's keep reading. Let's read about the Houthis stealing the food from the youngins. Stealing food from hungry Yemenis must stop immediately, says UN agency. Now, mind you, the Houthis are justified to us by far-left progressives because some of them have experienced genocide, all they've known is war. So when they expose and exacerbate diseases amongst the civilian population, perfectly okay. When they steal food from their own people, perfectly okay. When they kidnap people from other countries and block aid and F up global trade, perfectly okay. All in the name of a war that they have nothing to do with. Does Sneeko get a pass because he's part black? Bro, Sneeko don't know what he is. 1 minute, actually, no. Because Sneeko does not respect black Americans. If you don't even respect Sneeko is Haitian, Filipino, and Jewish. That's how pathetic it is. This nigga spent a year slandering people who come, like, bro, this man slandered black Americans, which he's not Black American, but he slandered Black Americans and Jews. He's of Jewish descent. He's of Jewish descent, by the way, and literally like sits there and denies the Holocaust. Oh shit, Sneako's a Holocaust denier, bro. Is David Duke even on YouTube still? I think like David Duke. Hey, David Duke can't get a YouTube channel. Nick Fuentes is still a refugee. How the fuck could Sneako deny the Holocaust, like spread anti-Black American racism, spread anti-Semitism, spread misogyny, and he's back? Crazy. He's not even funny. At least when I go to watch Nick Fuentes, I know that I'm going to hear some unbelievably hurtful, racist shit, but it's going to be entertaining. Sneako just be saying shit. It's not even funny. I don't know who over there unbanned Sneako. You want to know why I think they unbanned Sneako? There's more money in keeping Sneako around than getting rid of him. Sneako just never went away. He never went away. Sneako never went away. Sneako managed to cling to life. He clung to life, chat. And YouTube probably saw it and said, you know what? We'll keep the boy. We'll bring him back. I hope YouTube hasn't seen Sneako's behavior. The whole industry knows what Sneako's been up to. I don't know if YouTube corporate keeps up with Sneako's shenanigans, but I know Twitch probably does because Twitch is way more tapped in. Okay, these niggas talk to Ray personally. Kai Cenat's friend. They're way more tapped. Twitch knows what Sneako's been up to. Everyone in the industry knows what Sneako's been up to. Everyone in the space knows what Sneako's been up to. It's not a mystery. YouTube corporate is the only entity in this entire situation that I will sit there and say, maybe they don't know. Maybe they don't know. It's possible they don't know. Very, very possible that they don't know. But Twitch, they have to know. So stealing food from hungry Yemenis must stop immediately, says UN agency. Let's read about the Houthis. This conduct amounts to stealing of food from the mouths of hungry people, Executive Director David Beasley said on Monday. Prompted by an increasing number of reports that humanitarian food was on sale in the capital, WFP conducted a survey to discover the misappropriation of those supplies. It unearthed fraud by at least one local partner organization affiliated with the de facto Ministry of Education in Sana'a, handling and distributing of WFP food assistance. At a time when children are dying in Yemen because they haven't enough food to eat, that is an outrage, stressed Mr. Beasley. This criminal behavior must stop immediately. The UN Food Agency's assistance has been key in preventing famine, but as the food security situation deteriorates further, aid is being dramatically ramped up to reach as many as 12 million severely hungry people in the war-torn country. I'm asking the Houthi authorities in Sana'a to take immediate action to end the diversion of food assistance and ensure that it reaches those who rely on it to stay alive. The Houthis can't even feed people. They won't feed people. They got time to shoot rockets at Israel. They have time to kidnap American citizens, Japanese citizens, to get Navy SEALs killed in the line of duty. They have time for all of these shenanigans, but not to feed Yemeni people. Stop playing. At least Hamas be feeding niggas, bro. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. Hey, at least Hamas feeds people. These Houthi niggas can't even do that. And this is like, yo, again, chat. Let's watch his gameplay. Okay? He's a competent player. Look at him. Okay, little magazine change. Do your thing. Oh, shit. No audio. But yeah, look at him. Okay, doing his little thing. Dodging, you know what I'm saying? This is what's going on. We got him in the cut, chat. In the cut. Chilling. Back to the food theft. Unless this happens, we'll have no option but to cease working with those who have been conspiring to deprive large numbers of vulnerable people of the food on which they depend. Now, I'm curious to understand the justification. I'm curious to understand the justification for prioritizing food for troops over food for civilians in every capacity possible. There's a lot of food that goes to Yemen, a lot of aid that goes to Yemen. The Houthis could feed their people, but they choose not to. We even heard stories about Hamas charging their own people and a fucking universe worth of money to eat. They get a hold of an MRE, they charging people mad money to eat. We've heard about this. And far left progressives will justify the terrorism. Okay, cool. Terrorism is okay in your eyes, fine. Surely, when the West comes and drops off food, surely at some point the progressive left has to sit there and say, yeah, I ain't gonna lie, the Houthis, they tripping. Nobody? They prioritize fighters over civilians? Bro, Hamas at least feeds their civilians, bro. Like, Israel has done really petty shit, like not allow Gazans to have cookies, which is just, like, villainous. Like, you know how dickheaded you gotta be to just be sitting there like, okay, I can't rub my hands because it's anti-Semitic. But you know how evil you gotta be to sit there and be like, you know what we should really deprive these people of? Cookies. Bro, Hamas at least feeds their people. The Houthis just sit there and just steal the shit, which is just crazy. I'm sorry, bro. Like, you can't, like, there's no explanation, bro. Because, like, you could say, oh, the Houthis got to feed their troops. Bro, they're getting international aid. They have more than enough money to feed their own people. And then to make matters significantly worse, Hamas feeds their own people. There has been shortages of certain items in Gaza, but they've never been on the verge of, like, mass starvation. Why? Because Hamas lets their people eat, at least, from what I can tell. When aid goes into Gaza, at least food is being shared. They might be turning water pipes into fucking rockets, but at least people are eating. The Houthis can't even do step one. Let niggas eat. They can't even do that. I'm sorry, but, like, bro, let's say I'm a far left tanky. If I had to choose my favorite organization, I would have to go with Hamas because they let their people eat. Hezbollah, these garbage, they got wiped out in a week. Pussy. Houthis can't even feed their own civilians. If I'm a terrorist sympathizing Hassan fan, I ain't gonna lie, can't feed their own civilians, get your own phones get blown up, your phones got, hey, I ain't gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna have to go with Hamas, real talk, bro. If I'm a Hassan fan, I'm gonna have, if I had to rank the groups, I gotta put Hamas at 1. Hezbollah at 2, because I don't know if they're stealing food. They got wiped out in a week. That's crazy. Everybody was bigging up Hezbollah. Even Hassan was like, Hezbollah is putting up a good fight, a resistance fight against Israel. They got wiped out in a week. Houthis, they can't even feed their own civilians. They're trash, garbage. So the Houthis have effectively proven to have stolen food from civilians by the UN. And Hassan fans still defend the Houthis. Hassan compares the Houthi kid to Anne Frank. Bro, of all the genocide survivors you could invoke, you invoke a girl, a kid, who was killed in a genocide, who spent her time hiding in, like, an attic writing a journal. What? This nigga's gaming on Twitch! And the crazy part is, the nigga brazenly brags about being in a terror organization, talks about putting Zionists on pikes. Hassan endorses the terrorism, but this is Anne Frank. This is what Anne Frank would do. I'm not saying Anne Frank wouldn't have played PUBG, because I can't sit there and speak for Anne Frank, but bruh, like, not all genocide survivors are equal. She didn't even survive genocide. She actually died. This nigga's gaming. Look at him. Look at him. He got teammates and everything. Look at this. What the fuck, chat? You can be pro-Palestine without bringing terrorists onto the stream and being like, yeah, when you guys kidnap those innocent people who have nothing to do with the conflict, I like that. That's that real shit. Fuck with that. Real nigga shit. Like, Hassan didn't have to do that. Now, Hassan, if somebody blackmailed you into bringing the Houthi kid onto your stream, just say that. You know what I'm saying? You could just say that. But like, you know, I don't know if that's, I don't know, bro. Like, Hassan has effectively denied the fact that the kid was a Houthi, but literally said the kid was a Houthi on stream. Let me see if I can find the clip, chat. This man, Hassan, is basically trying to gaslight all of us like Trump do.
Bro, are we about to have a Houthi rebel on stream? Yes, brother. What do you mean? Excuse me. Of course I'm about to have a... I'm a journalist, okay? This is... Bro, are we about to have a Houthi rebel on stream? Yes, brother. What do you mean? Excuse me. Of course I'm about to have a... I'm a journalist, okay? This is...
Don't worry, it was an OBS thing. It wasn't... It was just OBS. I just had to unmute. They frying me in the chat. Hold up. Okay. So I don't have a problem with Hassan bringing a Houthi on stream. Swear to God, I don't have a problem with it. Swear I don't have a problem. My problem is when you're like, yo, you guys are doing, have you seen One Piece? You guys are doing what Luffy would do. Yeah, you guys do what Luffy would do. Endorsing the kidnappings and all of that, right? He does all of that. Hassan does all of that. There's my problem. Endorsing terrorism. You can do that too. Hey, look, you could do what you want. Here's my problem with Hassan. Number one, terrorism endorsement. Number two, Hassan, my problem with Hassan is like when everybody was like, yo, so like your terrorist homeboy who like you brought on last year, he's kind of wilding right now. What do you got to say about that? Hassan's mad at everybody for questioning him about it. It's like, nigga, you brought him on your stream? Like, what the fuck? I ain't gonna lie, if I'm Tim Houthi, I'm like, nigga, you don't fuck with me, bro? Like, what happened? Hassan's basically like, he wasn't a Houthi. Why do I have to answer for this? And it's like, well, you brought the guy on stream and you didn't argue with him. You didn't press him. You didn't say, hey, man, like, I know you've got your stuff going on. I know you guys really don't like Israel, blah, blah, blah. But could you, like, chill with the kidnappings a little bit? Like, turn it just a little bit. You didn't even ask the nigga to turn the kidnappings out just a little bit. I would have been like, hey, bro, like, can you, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he didn't even say to turn it down. He was just like, hey, bro, just go on ahead and do your little thing. Like, that's crazy to me. I would have at least told, like, the little Houthi nigga, like, hey, bro, like, can you, like, chill a little bit? I'm just saying, though. I'm just saying. Hassan didn't even put in a request to be like, hey, little bro, like, you know, little less terrorism. Bro, imagine you talking to a crash out. The nigga literally basically is a crash out. You beefing with the U.S. military, you're by default a crash out. You know what I'm saying? Like, you are by default a crash out if you're beefing with the American military. If I was talking to him, I would have been like, hey, bruh, might want to, you know, like, a little bit too much. Like, you're doing a little bit too much. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want you to get blown up by Uncle Sam. Hassan don't even say that. Hassan's crazy. I would have told the little nigga, like, hey, bro, like, lay low, chill out. Don't really do too much because they looking for you. Hassan don't even say that. He just like, yeah, well, you're doing what Luffy would do, which is just crazy. Hassan's tweaking, my boy. So here we got Hassan now acting as though we didn't see what he did last year. I wish Hassan would just stand on business. Like, just be like, yeah, like, W Houthis. Like, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, just say that. He can't really say that. Like, he kind of had. He basically did. But if he says it again right now when they're in the, like, Hassan and Twitch are in the trenches right now. There's no room for F-ups. Hassan has to deny reality. The question is, can progressives, like, can progressives, like, resist the urge to be like MAGA and just deny reality? You know how MAGA's like, the election was stolen, and then you're like, no, here's all the information proving it wasn't, and then they just ignore you and just keep saying the same shit before? That's far left progressive with Hassan. He didn't bring a Houthi on. That kid's not a Houthi. Da, 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 da. And it's like, we have you on video. Like, we know, like, we saw the video, bro. Like, why can't y'all just, like, have the same energy you had, like, last year? Just be like, yay, W Houthis, gang, gang. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not asking for much. I'm just saying, like, just stand on business. That's all I'm saying, chat. Am I crazy?
I don't understand why you wouldn't care if he's out there tweeting an image of a Jewish person on a pike. I don't understand why this problem can't be approached with nuance. Because He is a teenager in Yemen, dude. These people have no material power. They cannot touch you. They cannot harm you. That's the point. Okay? There are real fucking Nazis in the United States of America. And also, what do you mean? It's just a person on a pike. There's no Jewish person on a pike on that photo unless I saw something different. Okay.
So what the Houthis say and what they do is okay because they're not in America. What the Houthis say and what they do is cool because it's not happening here. If you're gay and you find yourself falling off of a building and someone who's a Houthi just happened to like nudge your chair over the edge of the building, well, it's not happening in America. So the West really, the only part of the world that gives enough of a fuck about your human rights, shouldn't really care because you didn't fall off a building in the West. So it doesn't really matter if you're like the one Jewish person in Yemen. You know what I'm saying? If you're like that one Jewish guy, like isn't like one Jewish guy in Yemen? It's just one guy. If you're that one Jewish guy in Yemen, wait, is he still there? Or did he like run too? Did he flee as well? I don't know. I don't even know. If you're that hypothetically one Jewish guy in Yemen, you know, and you're getting, you know, mistreated and done bad, you shouldn't really be worried about it. And the world shouldn't care either because it's not happening in America. We could extrapolate this. Let's say tomorrow Israel kills 100,000 Palestinians in one day. Well, Israel's not as strong as America. It's not happening in the West. Israel can't hurt you. So we could extrapolate this as far as humanly possible, bro. Like, come on. By the way, somebody brought up Afghanistan. Good job, chat. In Afghanistan, they don't even want to hear women speak, which is mad sus. I'm not gonna lie. The Taliban, y'all might want to come out. If y'all are rainbow affiliated, just say that. You know how sus you gotta be like, I don't even want to hear women talk to me. Sounds like you are in some other shit. I'm just like, bro, like what? Somebody has to say it, bro. Somebody gotta say it. The fact that the Taliban don't even want to hear women talk, that's a little sus. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with being gay. I'm just saying if you don't even want to hear women talk, you might not like women. You might not be into that. I'm just saying, chat. Am I wrong? Am I going too far? I'm just saying, you don't even want to go to school with them. You didn't want to hear them talk. You might be into some other shit. Chad, am I wrong, bro? Am I wrong? I'm asking the question that need to be asked, though. Like, be fair, right? Like, in all fairness, chat, like, if you don't want to hear women talk next to you, that's crazy.
Why this entire conversation is fucking idiotic. It's not a Jewish person. He said, I think why am I held accountable for some random fucking 19-year-old in Yemen's tweets? What is happening? How many steps removed are we from this situation? How is this the conversation that you want to have right now? I fucking despise all of you, dude.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie. I love when this man argues with chat. Nick Fuentes and Hassan arguing with chat is actual comedy. Like, don't care what y'all say. Watching Fuentes and Hassan, Fuentes is actually disrespectful, bro. I'm not saying y'all should watch him, but I'm just saying I've watched him. The stuff he says to his chat, they will give this nigga $200, and Nick will say crazy shit. I'm like, bro, $200, bro. Anyways, off topic. Hassan sits there and tries to distance himself from like any accountability over this. Bro, this nigga brought a terrorist on stream. Bro, okay, y'all know how Destiny brought Nick Fuentes onto his streams? Destiny argued with Nick Fuentes. He argued. That's the reason why when Nick tweets unbelievably unhinged shit, nobody comes to Destiny like, Destiny, do you know that Nick Fuentes said this? Nobody says that, because there's no point. The nigga never endorsed Nick. Every time he's ever had Nick on his stream, it's been an argument. They even had a falling out. Hassan, you didn't press the Houthi kid. You celebrated his activities. Of course, a year later, when the kid says he's going to put Zionists on pikes, of course people are going to be like, yo, your homeboy said some crazy shit. What do you think about that? Of course, you know, bro. And he's like, what is happening? Why am I being held accountable? Bro, you platformed a terrorist. The only reason you're trying to distance yourself from it is because you were literally just like, forget the fact that you platformed him. That's fine. You endorsed their behavior, though. You're on camera. Just say, hey, y'all. I say one of two things. Hey, I think what the Houthis are doing are good. Or say, hey, I think what they're doing is bad. I could have done better on that interview. Instead, you berate someone in chat for being like, so, bro, the terrorist kid you brought on didn't, he's wilding right now. What do you want to say about that? You just get mad at your own chat. I mean, it's funny, but it's like, bro, like, you know what you did. How are you going to get mad at chat? He says, I despise y'all. Like, bro, there's nobody to blame but you. You brought Tim Houthi on your stream. You congratulated the behavior of the Houthis, empowered it, emboldened it, cheered it on. And now you want to sit here and talk about how this has nothing to do with you and how far removed are you from this? Again, chat, I bring this up. This is only happening, bro, because Hassan and Twitch miscalculated. Asmongold goes on Twitch and gives a crazy take. I think we can all agree Asmongold's take was crazy. I'm not even with that. Okay, we not even about to, like, support that. Twitch got mad comfortable, though. Hassan got mad comfortable. From what I heard, Hassan reported Asmongold for saying that. Then Hassan argues back and forth with Asmongold. First and foremost, chat, Hassan should not be arguing with Asmongold about anything concerning backwards culture or slavery. Hassan literally justified Chinese conquest, imperialist conquest of Tibet because the Tibetan people engage in slavery. He then goes on to compare Chinese conquest of Tibet to the North fighting with the South in America because the North freed the slaves. This is the most lazy, dishonest comparison known to man. The North did not invade the South to free the slaves. The South attacked the North at Fort Sumter. Abraham Lincoln made it abundantly clear, if keeping black people in chains keeps this nation together, I will let them stay in chains. But if freeing them also keeps this nation together, I'll do that too. And I would rather them free. The South being concerned that they would not be able to expand slavery, that they wouldn't be able to even continue slavery. The South being concerned about northern states not being forced to return their slaves, declared war on the North and brought war upon themselves. The Civil War, although it brought about the end of slavery, was not a conquest to end slavery. It was the Union reminding Southerners, you cannot insurrect. You cannot insurrect. You cannot turn on this country. If you do, we will fuck you up. That's what happened. The North defeated the South. Sherman's March, all of that. So when Hassan compares the two, that is a dishonest comparison. Here's the problem with Hassan. Hassan doesn't believe imperialism is bad. He believes imperialism is bad when the West does it, or when white people do it. Non-Russian white people, the West. Whenever the West does it, there's a problem. The Spaniards in Mesoamerica, the English in North America, etc., etc. It's all good. It's all good when non-whites do it, but when white people do it, it's bad. Is imperialism good or bad to progressives? I'm trying to understand what's going on here. Is imperialism good or bad? The reality is the Chinese conquered the Tibetan people. These two groups are not the same. They are not the same ethnic group, okay? They are not the same. They are not the same ethnic group. If conquering another group of people is okay because of their backwards culture, there's no reason for Asmongold and Hassan to be arguing. Hassan had no business arguing with Asmongold. Now, when I saw the situation, I thought to myself, Chad, I said, Hassan's a hypocrite for talking to Asmongold about this. But as long as Asmongold doesn't get banned, there will not be any fallout to this. Twitch and Hassan will walk away from this one unscathed. They banned the nigga. Now I'm in a cut like this. I was in a cut like Birdman, rubbing my hands. Because I'm like, oh, y'all banned him? I know y'all didn't just ban Asmongold, despite the fact that Hassan has purported and promoted terrorism on your platform. Despite the fact that Sneeko has been welcomed back to your platform. Despite the fact that Fresh and Fit have been welcomed back to your platform. I know y'all are not about to ban Asmongold when you have a starting 5 lineup of anti-Semites and terrorist supporters. There's no conceivable way. Y'all are like the Heat in 2011. Y'all got a 5, like your starter team. This is the Golden State Warriors team. They got a starting 5. These niggas got a, yo, bro, they have a layup line of anti-Semitism. Hassan got the ball. Well, I don't know if Hassan's an anti-Semite, but he's definitely a terrorist supporter. He go 1 layup. Frogan 1 layup. Sneeko 1 layup. Fresh and Fit 2 layups. They got a starting 5. I'm just like, bro, like, I'm sorry. It's the truth. It is the truth, bro. They have a whole team, little layup line. They putting up the shots, getting ready for the game. I'm sorry, chat, but it's true. Somebody said Fuentes getting partnered next week. I hope, bro. If Nick gets partnered on Twitch, bro. Hey, yo, this will be the best, worst timeline, bro. If Nick makes it back on Twitch or YouTube, that would be insane. But I can't, bro, you know what? I don't know what will or won't happen. Again, Twitch has a literal layup line of anti-Semites and terrorism supporters. Literal layup line. They all lining up, putting up layups. You know what I'm saying, bro? Like, I don't know what's going on, bro. And Hassan just sits there and takes no accountability. At least Nick Fuentes, like, when he's with his actual, like, fan base, is like, yeah, we definitely don't like non-whites. When he's interacting with the filthy non-whites, he's funny, he's interactive, he's friendly. But when he comes back to his fan base, he's like, we really don't like those people. Hassan literally just, like, tries to, like, gaslight everybody. Us, his fan base. And it worked. His fan base is like, yeah. He wasn't a... The nigga basically just wiped all their memories. Completely clean. Completely. And he says there's real Nazis in America. Hassan says there's real Nazis in America. Don't you understand that? Your boy is a part of an organization that says death was a curse upon the Jews. A curse upon the Jews. Bro. That's basically some Nazi shit. You brought the nigga on stream. You digitally, virtually dapped him up. What you want us to think? Like, this, Hassan, I don't know if this is fair. You did all of this, and now we're all supposed to pretend you didn't do that. That's not really fair. You know? Like, I'm not with that, you know? So here's our friend, the PUBG Houthi. Here's some wise words from him. Okay? Rashid Al-Haddad. There is no difference between a citizen, a soldier, or an official. So this guy's not really into the whole civilian stuff, okay? If he catches you lacking, he'll light you up. I ain't gonna lie, in PUBG, your AK had a bump stock. This one ain't got, not a bump stock, a stock. This ain't got no stock. You might want to get that one fixed. We are all with Palestine until the end and victory. Okay, I mean, like, y'all are terrorists, though. So, like, let's be, like, contextually clear here. I don't even know if this nigga's denied it. Like, I don't even think he's ever denied being a Houthi. I think it's just the fans. I think it's literally just like the Hassan fans, like, oh, this nigga would never. Like, Hassan fans are the only one, like, he would never, ever terrorize. You know what I'm saying? Rashid al-Haddad, there is no difference between a citizen, a soldier, or an official. We are all with Palestine until the end and victory. I mean, like, I don't know what to, like, what do y'all, like, bro, what am I supposed to say? He's glowing, I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, I mean, bro, hey, he's good at PUBG. He's good at promotion and propaganda. He needs to remove his finger from the end of the barrel. I don't know what's going on with that. But, yeah, bro, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's good with the, you know, he's good with the promotion. Gotta give, like, he's, you know, like, he doing his little thing, you know, a little terrorism, little terrorism, some calm, you feel me? None too serious. You know what I'm saying? Now, our friend Rashid al-Haddad said something else, okay? He imparted more wisdom onto us that some of y'all need to absorb. Okay, y'all need more wisdom from our boy here. Okay? Our friend says the execution that we will carry out on all Zionists. So here we have a pike up someone's ass. It has successfully traveled through their ass, up their mouth, and now they are now positioned firmly onto the pike. Okay, some medieval shit, okay? A little throwback, you know, respect. The execution that we will carry out on all Zionists. He didn't say IDF soldiers. He didn't say, you know, Haganah wannabes or whatever. No. Not even like Irgun wannabes. No. The Zionists. The people who believe Israel as a state should exist will be, a pike will be shoved up their ass. Okay? He didn't say it like that, but come on. Lunatic Thinker with the Canadian $5 super chat. W Canada. Shout out to all my Arabs in Canada. If you ask him if he's a terrorist, he'll give you the Snoop Dogg, is that weed smirk? Oh, they've asked him if he's a terrorist before? Or are you talking about Hassan? I don't know. But yeah, thanks for the $5, by the way. I mean, bro, like, you talking about the Snoop Dogg, like, I forgot the smirk. But he's told us today that the execution that he will carry out on all Zionists is a pike up someone's ass. Now, I understand that when people say Zionist, they mean radical settler asshole, but at the same time, they also mean Jewish. Like, the reality is a Zionist is someone who believes in the existence of Israel. Let's clarify something here. I'm not going to give Hassan fans a lot of room to be wiggly and squiggly and like slippery. Zionists are people who believe Israel should exist as a state. If you're going to say you're going to put all Zionists on a pike, you're basically saying any Jew who believes in the existence of Israel should die. Now, I know he said today he didn't mean the Jews. Most Jews believe in the existence of Israel. This is nuance matters when we have these conversations. When someone says Zionist, they mean Jewish people who believe in the existence of the state of Israel. That would probably be the majority of Israelis. That would probably be the majority of Jews. Which means most Jews in this kid's world are going to get a pike up their ass. I'm sorry, hate to say it, but like, that's the truth. I believe in his explanation, he said he wasn't talking about Muslim Jews or whatever. Like, I mean, the reality is, chat, these organizations, the Houthis, Hezbollah, Hamas, they don't believe in the existence of the state of Israel. This is why I be trying to tell pro-Palestine people, there's nothing wrong with wanting to hold Israel accountable for every war crime, every F up, all of that. I get it. Terror organizations that will never accept the existence of Israel is probably the worst way to go. If you're going to wage war on another nation state, you should probably come with realistic goals. Like, hey, you don't have to stop existing, but those settlements got to go. That's a completely different story. These organizations don't want the settlements gone. They believe Israel is one big settlement and needs to go. This is why we need to be very, very... You mean Arab Jews? No, he said Muslim Jews. I didn't say that. He said Muslim Jews. I know that there's no such thing as a Muslim Jew. I know that. But that's what he said. He meant Arab Jews. The reality is, if you believe Israel as a state shouldn't exist, I can't help you. Like, Israel's not going anywhere. Hamas, the Houthis, Hezbollah, they're not going to gain anything by saying, we want Israel to stop existing. That's not going to happen. You've lost every war. You declare war over and over and over and over and lose and lose and lose and lose. You got to have realistic demands. If Hamas said, keep doing these settlements in the West Bank and it's up forever. Okay. Terror attacks, not fucking with it, but, you know, war is war if you're going to do war, not full-on terror attacks. But if you're gonna attack military outposts and not, like, shoot up fucking raves, if they said, hey, settlements in the West Bank, it's war. Well, you can work with that. That's actually a conflict that third-party powers can step into and actually mediate. But when one side is like, we will fight you until you no longer exist as a state, and the other side is capable of beating all of them every time, you get eternal conflict. Obviously, there's more to the story. There's been multiple back and forths, multiple wars, but at the end of the day, Hamas, Hezbollah, the Houthis do not believe in the existence of Israel. We have to talk about that. When we talk about negotiating peace, ceasefires, all of that, Hamas cannot be in charge. The peace talks were supposed to lead to a two-state solution until Netanyahu's negotiator said no. What about Arafat playing games? Here's a problem. This whole argument back and forth of, well, then Israel did this or Hamas did that or blah, blah, blah is like, the majority of the wars have been initiated by the Arab states. I need pro-Palestine people to understand. Trying to bring up the history argument is not going to help you. The occupation came about as a result of, I believe, the Yom Kippur War. You can't constantly declare war and then the nation you're fighting just never occupies you or never takes your territory. You have to live in reality. What do we want Israel to stop doing? Settlements in the West Bank? For sure. Stopping people from being able to access cookies? Having complete control over electricity and water, etc.? For sure. You don't get there by having a terror organization whose negotiation goals are, you need to stop existing as a state. You're not going to get that. You have to, be realistic. No, you don't want equal rights. You want the dissolution of the state of Israel. Be honest. You want the dissolution of the state of Israel. Just say that. But understand that if you go down that path, you're going to lose. Pro-Palestine people need to be honest. Just say, we don't think Israel should exist. It's far beyond wanting equal rights, because even then, Arab citizens of Israel have equal rights. You don't want equal rights. What you want is the dissolution of Israel. Just say that. But understand, you're not getting that. There has to be some kind of understanding of the fact that Hamas can't get you there because their demands are insane. They're insane. It's literally totally insane. So it's when pro-Palestine people pick and choose, it's look, Israel's far from perfect. We will never, ever shy away from criticizing Israel on this show, on this stream, on this podcast, whatever you want to call it. The problem with a lot of pro-Palestine people is you guys support tactics and ideologies that are not going to get you any closer to peace. I'm just not going to I'm not going to entertain delusion with y'all. I'm not going to do it. I'm going to be yeah, Hamas can definitely lead to a two-state solution. No, it can't. Even Cenk Uygur, one of the most pro-Palestine people out there, is yeah, if we're going to get a two-state solution, Hamas definitely has got to go. Anyone rational can acknowledge Hamas probably not the best negotiators. Literal common sense. Common sense. It's insane that Israel exists. I hope you don't live in America, Canada, Australia, or New Zealand. I hope not. Like, I hope you don't live in any colonized country. At the end of the day, America's a settler colonial state. Do Native Americans need to start, like, shooting rockets at your house for you to realize you're living on stolen land? Do Native Americans need to bust down the door to your house and shoot at you for you to realize you live on stolen land? I'm just being honest. Do Native Australian Aboriginals need to start shooting at you before you realize you live on stolen land? Why do you take advantage of the weakness of the Native Americans and not want to give up your house to them, but the Jews should pack up and leave Israel? Like in a perfect world, bro, the Jews would have never been expelled from Israel. Arabs would have never conquered the Levant. Europeans would have stayed in Europe. Native Americans would still be the dominant population in North America. Like, in a perfect world, yeah, like, none of this would have happened. None of this would have happened. But we're here now. And Israel's probably nuclear armed. Like, y'all have to understand, the fallout of trying to dissolve Israel is probably worse than what we've got going on right now. You're so clueless. How did Palestinians create the occupation? They were never a nation state, so how is it justification for an occupation? Oh my God. Like, oh my God. Like, you guys actually believe you can wage war on Israel eternally, and Israel can never take land from you or occupy your land. Like, what are you talking about? What are you even talking about? Like, you don't know international law? So are those rockets, is that international law? Is, like, hiding in schools and hospitals international law? I can acknowledge that those settlements are not international law. Can you acknowledge that fucking terror attacks probably aren't helping either? This is a problem. I can sit there and say Netanyahu's doing this wrong, Israel's doing that wrong. Y'all can never acknowledge the fact that you're never going to be able to, like, create a story where the Palestinians are always the victims. It's not possible. History's not on your side. But with reasonable demands, you could actually probably get somewhere. If the demands weren't, yo, Israel should stop existing, you probably might be able to get the Israeli government to talk to you. Yo, all we want is the settlements to stop. International support might actually be a lot stronger. But if your goal is we want all the Jews to go, you're probably not going to get a lot of international support. If you're shooting up raves, probably not going to get a lot of international support. I'm trying to explain to y'all. Just because you're not a state does not mean an occupation isn't justified. Like, that's like, no. Like, I understand that we have international law, but not every situation fits into international law all the time. Like, at some point, should the occupation have ended? Yes, but it's more, you have intifadas, you have all sorts of issues that make ending the occupation sound untenable. But even then, Israel did leave, by the way. Israel did leave Gaza. Israel left Gaza. So let's not pretend like Israel just stayed there forever. It's like not talking to Palestinians. Talking to pro-Palestine people is sometimes talking to MAGA. You can bring up 20 historical events and they just repeat the same shit over and over and over again. And it's like, oh my God, like, nigga, I'm trying to work with, like, this is part of the reason why, this is part of the reason why, bro, I fear for my country. I fear for the United States of America because I really do believe, bro, that, like, this is the future of American foreign policy. It's like bitch-made foreign policy. Of, like, not being able to realize and recognize rational, logical thought. I just can't, bro.